So here's the project I've had for like 3 years and finally got around to working on. Late 70s Massey Ferguson garden. It's an MF1200. Here's the ugly nose. Just brought it over to the shop today. Picked it up a few years ago for free because the wiring harness melted. I tried getting it running by jumping wires and stuff. I never had any spark. I think the coil's bad. I picked up a new one. Haven't put it on yet. But first I put a battery in it to make sure it's getting power it should. Big old neon battery. It's going to require some modification. I'm going to have to knock out a little divider there. It's just slightly too wide to fit in. And my little adapter here doesn't quite. So got to pull an Orange County choppers and use the old hole drill on it. There we go. Use a step drill. Paul Jr. over here. Get this thing on here. There we go. There we go. Okay, see, we got power where we don't. Okay, here's where we're at. Modified the tray, the battery fits. I wired up the ignition switch. I mean, it's not mounted, but all wired here. It's a universal one from AutoZone. Red wire is off the Ford style starter solenoid this thing has. There we go. In power lead, other red wires for the solenoid lead off the ignition switch. It looks like this thing has the other wire there is going to like a circuit breaker which goes to the amp gauge. I'll worry about the charging system later. Anyway, yellow wire on here goes over to the positive on the new coil. Negative, I ran a jumper wire around here to the points because I'm not trusting any of the factory wiring. Then there's a new set of points, and guess what? I have spark finally. So I don't know if it was the wiring or the coil or what. I kind of expected it was the coil. Here, I'll get some crankerino here. You can see a spark there. Getting closer. A little more wiring. I had this thing fired up tonight. No gas tank. I'll just start on starting fluid or some crap. See how it goes. Okay, guess what? It runs. Just give it a little prime here. Success. About an hour of work, and this thing that hasn't ran for like 10 years actually runs. So I give some fuel to it, it'll probably stay running. Yeah, should be pretty easy. Show somebody in the week.